I'm here today with the lovely and talented Diva Satánica to talk about a new band, a new project. How We End is the name of such band, such project. How are you doing?
All good. It's been great and it's been super creative time. So yeah, all good.
I must say, when I saw the video pop up on my feed, when I saw that you were involved in this project, the first thing that I thought to myself was, how did this eclectic group of people? I mean, it's like one it couldn't be more different from the other. So how did you guys
Yeah.
put it together?
It was very nice because everything started during the pandemic situation. At that time in 2020, Tom Nauman from Primal Fear and Mitch Kunz, the bass player, started to write some music because they wanted to stay creative during that time. You know, we were all during the lockdown, super sad, and we had no motivations at all to do anything. So they just wanted to write different music, and they just sent me a message through Facebook, I think it was, asking me if I wanted to record some vocals for a new music that they were writing. And of course, I said, yeah, of course, it would be nice to do it. And then the project evolved. New musicians came into the project, and that's how we started. We didn't have like a goal to do anything in particular. You know, it was like just um, adding our own personality to the music, and that was it.
This is very different from everything that you've done before. So what attracted you to this sound that you guys are creating, to this idea, to working with these people?
You know, I listen to many different music genres, and I was checking Instagram today, and I think the first Amaranth album, it's like the anniversary of the release or something like that. That album is one of my faves ever. I mean, I love extreme metal music, I love death metal, but of course, there are some bands that just create something totally different in the market. That's the case of Amaranth in the beginning, or could be like Ginger or Spirit Box. They just find a new formula that works perfectly, and I think that's it. I love music in every possible way, so I love different sounds and mix everything to create something new. That's super fine to me.
So talking about those different sounds and mixing it all together, if you were telling your best friend that, hey, you know, I'm in this band, I'm in this project, and your friend asks you, like, what kind of music are you guys playing? How do
Oh,
you answer that question?
that's very tough to say because, you know, this first single, it's like more into the pop industrial dubstep something, but we have many different influences in the other singles and songs, and you can find ballads, much more extreme metal songs. We have more darker tunes. It's very different, and that's amazing because each one of us has this different background, and we have been working like, okay, for this song we're going to create something different, like it feels like hip hop, for example, and it works. It's very nice.
So when it comes down to the creative process of putting these songs together, does it fall on the shoulders of just a couple, or is this really a collective effort?
Yeah, since the beginning, for example, when Tom and Mitch approached me, I just wrote the vocal lines. It was not the final version that you can listen in this Fighting Hard video, because Jake did some arrangements on that. And that's amazing because you can have one idea, but then another one comes and just give a listen, and then finds a new way of approaching the song. And that's great because there's not only one idea. You know, you can think or write about one song in particular, but then the other one comes with a better idea, and it's wonderful.
You mentioned Jake. Obviously, everybody knows his background with Amaranth. Currently with Syra.
Sarah.
How is it working with somebody that brings that kind of baggage in terms of knowledge and understanding of this kind of sound, of this kind of more melodic, popish elements as far as vocal delivery and even overall construction of the songs are concerned?
I love all that Jake did in the past, because I think he's super creative, and he has amazing ideas. Like the vocal lines that Jake writes, they are awesome. There are not many singers that can create something so emotional, because there are many amazing singers with great technique, but this vibe, the ability of making people feel emotional, that's not very common, and that's his skill. It's fantastic, and I always wanted to work with someone like that in terms of vocals, because from the extreme metal side, we are like more into this small box. We don't have many chances to do melodies or do different stuff like a clean singer. So for me, it's amazing. I've learned a lot with him, and it's great. You never know how the song is gonna be in the end, because he always comes up with something different, and it's like, wow, now this song totally rocks.
So coming from working in a band where you're the only singer and everything kind of falls on you from that perspective, coming into this project now where you have two people singing, is there lessons that you can take from this that you can apply then to when you're doing it just on your own? Maybe not style-wise, but at least from overall definition of what the vocal lines are going to be.
Of course. I mean, I've not been singing for many, many years. I think my first time started with Bloodhunter in 2012. And since there, we recorded 3 albums. And with each album, I tried to set a different goal for me as a vocalist, because it's easy just to do growls here and screams there, and that's it. But if you listen to our first album, it was like a beginner, everything was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then I started to realize that I needed lessons and learn a lot from clean singing, because I needed the tune. I needed to find some notes to enunciate the words. It's not only just bark it and that's it. So it's amazing. I love to work with different artists. That's why I do so many collabs too with other people, because you always learn something different from them that you can apply to your own field and makes you evolve and do better.
Are you going to do any clean vocals on this, or staying away from it?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but there's a reason, because we have Jake, and for my Fighting Heart, Jen did the backing vocals. So that's great, because I just can get focused and enjoy.
So is this going to be a studio project for you guys, or you're planning on doing more than that, like playing some live shows, doing some performances?
We have like our first show is going to be at Rock Hearts Festival in July, I think, this year. And we still don't know. Maybe we will play some shows because we don't have nothing scheduled yet apart from that. But yeah, we'd like to introduce the band to the people, and the best way is just playing for them, because YouTube, Spotify, they are amazing, but the best way to get in touch with people and know what they think about your music is just playing for them. So probably, yes, we will play some shows.
How much, now looking perhaps a little bit back, how much did your time with Nervosa help you now, not just on this project, but even going forward, in terms of knowing your place within the band, what you can bring, what you expect from others as well? How did that time for you work as far as learning lessons and improving?
Of course, I've learned a lot, because I never had the chance, for example, to go on tour to the US. And it's very interesting to see how other people from other countries work in the industry. It's not the same that in Spain or Portugal or in the UK. It works totally different. And you can see even how when you come from a South European country, things are even more harder, because we are not super rich countries in comparison with, I don't know, UK, for example, or Germany. So we don't have any kind of help from the governments for artists. We cannot count on nothing like that. So everything is made by yourselves, you know, just with your savings and risking all your free time and money to invest in your project. And that limits a bit what you want to do, because sometimes you don't have like 50,000 bucks to record an album, and the record labels doesn't support you. That makes everything super hard. But that doesn't mean that we don't have a strong scene here, you know, because there's many great bands in here that I think if they had the support from a record label or from a booking agency, they could be doing a great job outside. And that's a pity. That makes me feel a bit sad, but also motivates me to work harder, just to prove that that's true. We can do it too, even without any kind of help from anyone. We can do it too, and we have amazing musicians, and we can go on tour too, but we just need like a little bit of help from the right people, you know. And sometimes sadly this industry, it's not made for people who just have the talent, you know. That's not enough. You need to have more things, like you need to know about singing, about playing an instrument, dealing with social media, traveling, having some save it in case you need it to invest in something. You need to know about marketing, about producing. It's super complicated, and not everyone has the time and the energy to dedicate to that. So basically that's what I've learned, and I'm super grateful for that time, because it allowed me to improve too my own skills and to realize, as you said, which one is my place. I'm not a clean singer, for example. Who knows in the future if I can do anything else, but for now, I think to get focused on one thing, it's better than try to do a million things not very good. So yeah, that's the thing, you know, just working hard in one way and having your goals like clear, so you can work to get them.
You know, when I saw you here in Toronto during that North American tour that Nervosa did,
Oh my God.
it was so nice to see you here in Toronto. It was so nice to see all of you here in Toronto. And I already knew that you and Eleni are extremely good friends. But to see you guys together, like that friendship, it was amazing. And I was extremely surprised that you didn't invite her to join this project, because I thought this would be great. Like, you guys would get to spend more time together. Is there any possibility of you two doing something in the future?
We've been discussing that many times. You know, it's been like, man, I want to play with you again, because it's not only about friendship. It's how do you communicate with the others on stage, you know, because sometimes you can have fun, and we had fun during that tour, obviously. But with her, it's very special, because I play with many different drummers, amazing drummers, but she has something that I've never seen around, you know. It's like she has that light. She can play everything. She's amazing, of course. Her skills, you have seen her, but she has this ability to just, with looking at you in the eyes, you just know what she needs, or she knows what you need, and that's fantastic on stage. Not many people cares about the others in that terms, and that makes you feel super comfortable. So yeah, maybe in the future we will find a way. We've been thinking even about writing some music together, but she's super busy working for many people. The other day she was filming a documentary for national TV in Greece, so she's like doing everything at the same time. And I don't know, maybe in some years when she's more stable. Yeah, it's super hard, because people just think that when you're not on tour you're doing anything. That's not true. She works a lot as a studio musician, and she works for other bands, for other projects, and also she works as a teacher. She gives lessons to kids, to grandparents. It's amazing, because you know, she has this ability to explain everything super simple for a kid, or with elegance for an adult, and that's great.
She's amazing, I must say. I'm a huge fan
She
of hers,
is.
and she's a great friend. I love her to pieces, and I can't wait to see you two guys working together again, because I can see the chemistry there. So I hope we get to see that chemistry more in the future.
Me too.
One last question for you. So you guys released a single, you have a show, a festival show this summer. What's next for you guys? Will there be more singles? Is there a full-length record coming out? Like, what's the plan?
So we have like 8 or 10 songs already written and recorded and produced, and the plan is just releasing more singles as video clips, because nowadays, you know, the image is very important, and I think we are planning very cool stuff for the next single. And yeah, that would be the first thing to do, you know, because it's a new project and we need to get in touch with people, getting to know if they like it or not, which kind of audience would you know, love it more or less. And yeah, obviously if we can just release some singles to see if they want an album or not, we have it ready, you know. But we don't know if it's the most intelligent thing to do in the market right now, because releasing albums, it's complicated. So we are thinking about that seriously. We have the songs, so probably, or we release all the singles, or we just release the album after a couple of more singles.
Well, I'll be waiting for that. I'm extremely shocked that Jake kept this under wraps, because like, we talk all the time. Me and him, we talk all the time, and he didn't mention anything to me. And I'm like, he normally gives me some hints of things that are coming up. He didn't say anything. He kept everything a secret. So
yeah, we tried to stay, you know, like super quiet about it, because we didn't know if it was a good idea just to get the hype, or just stay, you know, carefully with information.
Well, you guys did a great job on that first video. Well, for those watching this conversation, we already checked out the video on the channel, but for me and you that are talking before the video gets posted, the video is going to get posted tomorrow, so we're going to check it out on the channel.
Awesome.
We had to check it out. I mean, I'm a big fan of yours. I really enjoy everything that you do, and Jake is my brother from another mother, so I have to definitely check his work. Anything that he touches, I got to check it out.
Yeah, of course.
So we had to see what this crazy partnership was going to do. So really exciting to see you guys working together, and really exciting to have the opportunity to talk to you about it today. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's been amazing as usual. So yeah, have an amazing day and stay in touch, because we have more news coming.
Perfect. See you.
See you. Bye-bye.